children in Honduras. Because of primary on the street children. Many children suffer. In Honduras, there are thousands of children living on the street. The life made by the street survivor, violence, drugs, exploitation, rejection, and despair. Many get caught in the struggle or you gain. The fate of the children is the main science set to street to escape disgrace and abuse. Others have been abandoned by their parents or run off the street because their parents died. The right is important.
Honduras is very poor in the share of Central America, central and cannot take care enough of these children. It is the most important private and the two specialty here. These children come home. Children living on the streets, the errors of our society because of the problem. The street children is a product of sexism, violence against women, physical cigarette.
No work in the fair have experienced why different fathers.
Mother work and dies, the toys is land. No child has to remember why joy. His life is bitter from the start. Extreme poverty.
The family break are two crucial factors that lead children to begin to choose the street because they prefer being in Brandon. Present economic and social difficult by especially by the country have accepted the problem causing the exodus of thousands of children from their home and spending pressing amongst specialty working days. Why this population is right? Let it awaken that there are many families living on the street. Children who were born on the street. This permanent is sickly of negative of abuse. The right facet for be children no long terrible, be well no for physical and speech and violence, sexual abuse, pregnancy, drugs, defense of skin, crime, traffic, the limited number of accused joining the street. White has experienced children prostitution. Those children would are to be colorful, but the fight of should will case and raise the wind. It would ever that of have had the will from story living night by difficult to forget. On the station, on the street, on the house, quit and general. Unfortunately, the street children are increasing day by day. An investigation conducted in Casa Alianza. Families of children who had left their home for that had friends or find a violence situation where they are victims physical assault and misery. The allied under misery of your home to escape the sexual abuse of his step-parents or escape the life of affection in family conflict, to find a better place to live, being that the street in many cases is better than a home. So the child is faced with a situation where you can arrive, get away with, that of living on the street, confronting the consequences every day, to carry wrong in carried place, not have lived adequate food today, developing not having come to weak food and gain in favor. Activities and violence, the rate is not life. Ascent millions, the drugs are also drugs in distribution, prostitution, be available discard. Version of this situation.
This is the 90% of street children who wander. In large societies are victims of sexual abuse at some point during their life on the street. The practice of prostitution and sorcery activity high rates that create serious health problems. Once the child raised the street being is survivor, while develop a series of habits and customs that will lead ultimately to be destroyed and ultimately did.
The street becomes a space of luminaries and dominant white. The child is degrading their laws, they self-seeking the survive. You need the street find the child that still the drugs, develops and in addition although the street that led to adolescence, so it's very difficult for industry and get of that space. Street culture is developed while the code values the child has a trained line that everyone. Children is vulnerable situation. Our children are like social rights, victims of abuse and sexual labor and commercial exploitation, which is not satisfactory that prevent the current situation of children as rights. But there is clear evidence that the problem is serious of violence and is directly related to factors such as extreme poverty, domestic violence, sexual exclusion, commercial sexual exploitation of children, and the worst form of children labor and drug activity that then make the clearly victims to destroy and slap modern poverty and domestic violence located in Honduras. Children they live their homes and live on the street, where they are more vulnerable to the great organization crime. Poverty, white violence, and violence spread from their homes or children. Once on the street, they are personal recognition thing organ. The children come of the house navigate one that the street. Space full of drugs and violence, war, organized gangs, white exploitation, left Honduras. Input violence minors criminal for recruit and force them to work all the group. Also, no official statute criminal are missing children for consent. Case in the of the kings. The accused Honduras reference the acts committed by they can be prosecuted as criminal offense. In case children carrying weapons and extortion large in Honduras in country by violence. Wisconsin, Dairy Train included theirs in make this Central America. Nation is one of the most violent in the world.
But these situations are thinking, what do you do for these children? The use our ASD is not a problem that is being threatened. So right now I want to ask some questions. How to recover the children? How is your power? What is it for them? How many houses we have put also read in their shoes? How many times? How to understand the inner world of loneliness and anxiety? How many times have we ever had feeling at night? How many times have we met that look? When they start they wise or maybe passive aggressive. Many institutions fail action. The state of Honduras has a number of institutions whose mission is to protect children. However, with regard to the commercial sexual exploitation of children and adolescents, the response is still very weak. Besides, there are some action excellent from government and civil society, but the coordination level is very low. Institution source is the Special Prosecutors for Children for Criminal General Directorate of Preventive Police, the Honduras Institute for Children and Families, and the mayors and municipal police are hired to ensure the welfare of the country and ensures emblematic case. And every time, because of vulnerable children who are victims of this violence, that has needs Honduras and whites do not escape minutes and recent case where could have been killed on script why it has wanted to parents to pay more attention to their children.
And these words are for those government. Corrupt government do not hide the fate is passing very many people on the street. These kids in the street are forced criminal in Honduras. Do know how to do and you remember there. Is you serve money please. Because there is no money to get them off the street. How will humanity to carry children if they have to eat and fight with them? Many Honduras are practically kin parents unable to live in waiting healing the street, healing and the emergency for right. When you want to help these children, it's too late for the problem. This is only independent and willing to communicate mundo.
In a way, why? This is what we see today through the news.
After community clinics and the scent of the prevalent on those clinic spaces, this is never inconvenient with those who believe their children do not know they are wrong look, listen or lessons are only important to your environment. Recommendation: that the state of Honduras is strongly to remain friend-side.
All the best interests of the child are properly understood and integration into legislation and judicial and administrative detention and in projects, programs and surveys that impact the children. This depends on children of physical recovery and social reintegration, as well as adequate nutrition, housing, healthcare, and education opportunities they need to facilitate the reunification of still children with their families, proving that this is the best interest of the children, and continue to seek assistance from UNICEF, among others. Don't forget to Honduras. Do not forget to Honduras. It is essential that international civil society exert a constant pressure, even that combination cooperation to effective respect for human rights.
Thanks for your attention.